Okay, time to take on Space Force. Yep, you knew it had to happen sooner or later. I will say, originally when I saw it, my reaction was a lot like with Andy Trekker when he saw this. It's gonna be a shit show. They're gonna go all over this, but actually, they've done a very good job, I think. At times, they've even made a pretty good case for having a Space Force. Especially in the little congressional hearing where they're making fun of Pelosi and AOC, and I'm not sure who that crotchety old flat earther was supposed to be. No one in particular that I can think of. Certainly no one that I know. No one seriously in Congress. There are no flat earthers in Congress except on the other side. It's a joke. Okay. But they have actually presented the case fairly honestly. Even justification of why would $10,000 send an orange into space? Well, look, you're in space. That orange is pretty damn important to you. Gives you reminds you of why you're up there in the first place, type of thing. But it's like the character, Steve Carell's character, General Naird. He's not an idiot. He's not up on all this science stuff, but he's not an idiot. Okay, because I think they have while they don't have, I don't think, any actual cooperation from the military on this. I don't know why they would sign. They might in the future. They've done a pretty good job of making the case for it. But I think they've got somebody around there who knows a little something about the military, and also the fact that little inside baseball here. I'm not sure what the other branches, but as far as the Air Force goes, you don't progress in rank like that up to in the officer grades unless you get some advanced degrees. If you unless you're like Patton and you're waylaying troops left and if enemy troops left and right, and then make your way that way. But in peacetime, you need to make some advanced degrees. If you only got a bachelor's, you're going no farther than captain. If you want to make major, you need to get a master's. You want to make colonel, you got to get a doctorate. And so on and so forth. You have to know your stuff, especially getting to generals. And for a 4-star general, it's like, yeah, the entire Joint Chiefs are played kind of like buffoons. But even when they're really, they make a point. They're not serious because there's one plot line. They're setting up the Chinese as the main adversaries, and the whole thing of on the moon, and they're sitting around joking. Yeah, we should have bombed them. And the administration takes them seriously, and they're saying we were joking, guys. Come on, no, we do not advocate this course of action. But no, attack them. Okay. So we kind of left on a bit of a cliffhanger for the season there, but. No, it's actually a good show, and they've got pretty compelling storylines going along. It's we're still gonna wonder, why is Lisa Kudrow in jail for 40 years? So what the hell did she do? And the daughter, I think, is fairly, because she's uprooted from her life and stuck in the middle of not exactly in Denver. She's out in the boondocks. Kind of. I'm guessing somewhere around south of Colorado Springs, somewhere out towards the plains. I'm not sure. That is an actual town that they've listed there, but it's nothing like what they're showing. The topography, unless they built that range to house the base, but yeah, it is actually a pretty good show. And there's been concern about the amount of swearing that goes on there. And like I pointed out in the comments, and has been backed up by others, in the military, dropping the F-bomb is kind of like punctuation. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Apparently, especially officer grades. There's a reason why the phrase is, swearing like, cussing like sailors. Okay? It is a high-pressure, high-stakes situation, and it's not the environment. Oh, shucky darns, what are we going to do, guys? Golly gee. No. It's like, you go for it, okay? Like all these little acronyms you keep hearing out, but situation normal, all fouled up. Anytime you get one of those little snafu or foobar, if there's an F involved, it's a pretty short guess of which F word belongs there in actuality. Okay. Even the old thing, if it works, don't fix. If it works, don't fix it. The full phrase is, if it works, don't fuck with it. So that's my one per video. All right, so yeah, check it out. It's 10 episodes. Malkovich does a damn good job on this one. He's and yeah, everyone is really up. And again, it kind of goes to the whole thing of even a show that can be pretty overtly political, as long as both sides are treated fairly, and honestly, then fine, I'll listen to your point. But at least give my side a chance. Give the other side a chance here, And that's what this show does. And that's one of the best, even ones that have a blatant political slant, like All in the Family, or even the Orville at times. They give both sides a chance to air their statements, okay? Air their case. And let the viewer make up their own mind of where they stand. It's like following like it was with Star Trek. They wanted you to think. They don't tell you how to think, okay? Even when they're trying to point you in direction of this really is the way we should go, but here's both sides, make up your own mind, okay? So yeah, I'm looking forward to when they get back to the next season. I hope they do, because it's a good show. It does make the case, I think, pretty well for a Space Force, really. And kind of the uniforms, because right now I think they're all using Air Force uniforms, because it is basically, because we're creating a whole new brand. What we're really doing is just spinning off the Space Command from the Air Force. So very little new is being created here, and that's why it wasn't really a budget thing. Cause, but they want to expand, then yeah, and I kind of like the uniforms that got presented there. Is like you see the general Nerd and a lot of times in the full class of uniforms. It's it's like the Air Force, except instead of a light blue shirt, it's a dark blue shirt. Matches the coat. That is snazzy. So. But yeah, that I think that'll do it. So yeah, PayPal, Patreon, Subscribestar down below. I'd like to get the Subscribestar going, because actually, unfortunately, the Patreon's down to one lone patron with $5 a month. So that's not going to do anything. So if you prefer going that way, great. But if, like I said, Subscribestar, it's on the verge of paying off something too. So a few people on there, we can get something going that way. And of course, the direct route, just PayPal. That way, YouTube doesn't get a bite out of it, and nobody else does. It's right to me, and all proceeds goes toward keeping us alive. So along that front, things are proceeding slowly. I'm still plugging away at job apps, and we've got the EPT card up and running, so we're not so that expense is taken care of. We got plenty of food now. So now we actually, use our funds towards, gas and other things that aren't actually edible. Keeping our storage units paid up. That was a little scary last time. But anyway, that's digressing. We will get you later. So.